right, bro. We got us a new pup of meat. This is nurses are trying to kill you. Let's check it out.
Player. Welcome back to the Papa
Bro,
channel. How you doing? How you doing?
Yo, is he the editor? What kind of fucking editor does this have? Holy shit. Holy shit. This editor be editing the fuck.
Come on and sit down because today we're talking about nurses. Evil nurses at that. We've done doctors before. We've done all kinds of things. You know, it's like whenever someone peaks in high school and they can't let go of that power, so they become a local cop. That's how I feel about nurses. That's how I feel about catty bitches like cheerleaders and anything else. It feels like people that are trying to grasp onto a little bit of power they had in school, so they become nurses.
Bro, yo. You know what's so crazy to me? You know what's so actually insane? I've seen a couple, like, people, like, send me friend requests on Facebook, because I use Facebook to keep up with, like, my family and shit, and, like, people from school. And I've gotten some friend requests from that, like, barely ever talked to me in high school. Like, barely ever. And you, like, looking at them now, I'm like, holy, you peaked in high school.
I know a lot of very gossipy nurse.
Oh, dude. Gossipy nurses, the amount of stuff of people snooping and doing whatever else. I mean, it feels like high school in some regards. And that doesn't mean that there isn't obviously medical professionals out there who go to school to work hard. But there's also a lot of nurses who don't do that. And they just show up to their local hospital and they just apply. That's who I'm talking about, dude. Which going to the hospital can be a really stressful time, whether you're getting surgery or...
I really don't think it's be the nurses. I think it'd be the nurses' assistants, for real. When you're an NA, it's a little bit different than a nurse, because when you're a nurse, you really got to still go to school. And when you're a nurse's assistant, you don't really need all that schooling. You don't need all that schooling and shit that everybody else had to get. Nah.
Tetanus shot. Or even just getting a checkup. It can put you on edge, dude. And one thing that can really put you at ease or send you into a chaos and oblivion is the quality of nurse that you have.
Now, facts. Listen. Bro, it was at one point, chat. It was at one point in my life when I was a kid, I was dead ass scared of needles. You want to know why? I was so fucking scared of needles. I used to go, my asthma was really bad. I think I told y'all this. I used to go to the hospital every 6 months because of my asthma. There was one time I went to the hospital. I always go to. New nurse. That bitch was trying to IV me, bro. That bitch stuck me so many times. I was dead ass frightened because she just couldn't get the vein. So she stuck me so many fucking times, bro. I was like definitely afraid of needles. Like my mom was about to put hands on this lady. She was like, "All right, you're not gonna fucking poke my child again." Like my mom was like, all right, fucking enough. Like my mom went and found a doctor. Like, can you actually fucking do this? Because this lady don't know what she's doing. And you know how many times it took the doctor? Come on, Chad, guess. Once. It took the doctor one time to get my vein. That lady poked me, I think like 4 or 5 times, bro. That lady poked me like 4 or 5 times. Like, there's no way that you should, a fucking kid, you're stabbing a kid 4 to 5 fucking times trying to get a vein. A doctor comes in and gets it on the first fucking try. Get out. Get out. That lady was not to be seen in my room again, bro.
Reassuring, right? Rude. Never around. What if I told you that not all nurses are looking out for you and that some are even out to get you? In fact, what if some nurses are just straight up evil? Today, we're going to talk about some of the worst nurses the world has ever seen. From hiring hitmen on patients to starting senior citizen fight clubs.
What?
That's awesome. Let's get into it. Which the reason that we even wanted to get into this is not because I have some vendetta against nurses myself. Even though I have dealt with sad and decrepit nurses before in my past, both men and women. There was one thing recently that sparked me to take another look at nurses as of the kind of nursing care that people get. And it all started with a nurse who twerked on top of a disabled person.
I saw that bullshit, bro. I saw that bullshit. She was literally twerking on that disabled. I'm like, yo, where are we? What are we doing? And you posted it? Like, it's bad enough you fucking did it. You posted it thinking shit was gonna be sweet? You dumbass.
We can't talk about horrible nurses without discussing what happened recently in Loganville, Georgia. A video by a 19-year-old nurse named Lucretia Coyen went viral, showing her twerking on the disabled patients she was tending to. In the video, you can see her dancing and rubbing her genitals on the back of a patient's head. You know, and there's been a lot of controversy. You know, there's people being like, he doesn't look like he's having that bad of a time. And then there's some people being like, this man's gone, mentally gone. This is a very cruel thing to do. Which to me, I'm on that end. Let's not twerk and rub our pussies on top of disabled.
Yeah, like, let's not, you know. Nah, this nigga's hilarious, bro. He said twerk and rub our pussies on the... Bro, on God, back your lips up. What is you doing? Oh my Jesus.
To me, I'm on that end. Let's not twerk and rub our pussies on top of disabled people's heads. Why even I have to say this? This feels like an obvious thing.
Right,
What if he asked for it?
Okay, even if he asked for it, dude, I'd be like, that's a disabled man. I'm not going to listen to what this disabled man is saying to me. She then pulls out a bottle of pills and places it in the patient's mouth. So not only doing a little snail trail on top of the person's head,
snail
getting down to
trail,
some sick beats. Now you pop out the pills and just medicate him. Sounds like a pretty good party, honestly. She was fired, arrested, and charged with a felony count for exploitation of a disabled person. It is expected that more charges will come after further investigations. With the rise of social media platforms, with people wanting to go viral,
just doing
become
anything
famous from likes and clicks and all that stuff, this is by no means the first time a nurse has done something of this nature. This has happened many, many times, and it will continue to happen forever as long as people are getting.
Hey, hold on. Let me real quick though. Let's really talk about it. No, hold on. I need y'all to get closer. Maybe even closer than that. How the hell? Hold on. I gotta do is a little bit more zoom in so y'all can understand. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Look at me. Them nurses be thick as fuck under them fucking scrubs. Oh my God, nigga. Them nurses be about thick as a bitch under them fucking scrubs, nigga. Oh, God. Nigga.
Many, many times, and it will continue to happen forever, for as long as people are getting validation, little clickies online. I have a grandma in a nursing home. She's gone. I mean, she's mentally gone. And then we go over there, take a little JBL speaker.
JBL.
Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into.
Can we twerk on her?
I'm about, yes. And then we can get
Bro.
into some of the nurses who have been mocking some of their patients. That's been a fun one. Which 4 labor and delivery nurses from Emory University Hospital Midtown joined in on an internet challenge that involved
Labor and delivery ick.
sharing your icks. You don't share your icks as a nurse, dude. Oh, this one. One of the icks that the nurses were complaining about were when patients asked for water and blankets.
Already told you to push a call light, but every 5 minutes, your family member coming at the front desk asking for something else.
Excuse me, can I have a blanket?
Ew. Huh, really? You need water and a blanket?
Oh my God, bitch, you're thirsty? What's wrong with you? Oh my God, bitch, you're cold? Oh God, y'all always want something.
You're complaining about your delivery that it hurts?
You realize women have been doing this since the beginning of time, right? The people in the video received tons of backlash for poking fun at people who are supposed to be experiencing one of the most intense and vulnerable moments in their lives. They're giving birth to a child. Can I just get some support, dude? Also, multiple people took to online to share their
Which is why I probably would never have more kids. Terrible labor.
traumatizing experience dealing with the Emory nurses. These nurses
wow.
have such a reputation that people they're flocking in droves being like, I have my own story of Emory nurses, dude.
Damn.
Such as a family losing their baby due to negligence.
You was there when we asked so many questions on how my son passed away.
Oh, shit.
And you played it off. Y'all all played it off. And 2 of y'all are in that video.
When are we ever gonna cover a video where there isn't some form of child of some kind? Dude, I seriously feel like every week it's just, how are we going to talk about kids this week? I feel like I'm going fucking crazy. The nurses involved were later fired. Yeah, good. And the hospital had to come out with a statement expressing their disappointment in their actions. Emory Healthcare is committed to providing an empathetic, high-quality care to our community, and our patients come first.
Is when you come in for your induction, talking about, can I take a shower and eat?
We are aware of TikTok videos that included disrespectful and unprofessional.
That's a genuine question. The fuck? You're mad because they got questions? What if it's their first fucking child? What if they've never been induced? They don't know if they can eat or fucking shower. They don't know what they can do. You're mad at them because they have questions about... Oh, God. Please just stop being nurses. There's other fucking fields of work you can tend to. Please stop being fucking nurses.
Comments about maternity patients at Emory University Hospital Midtown.
You don't want any pain medicine, no epidural, but you are at an 8 out of 10 pain just to serve a meal.
We have investigated the situation and taken appropriate actions with the former employees responsible for the video.
When you're going room to room between one baby mama and your other baby mama.
Oh, no.
Ick.
This video does not represent our commitment to patients.
That's a little valid. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little valid. Two baby mom. That one is crazy. That one's crazy. That was crazy. You got two baby mamas, same hospital, going room to room. That's a little crazy. I can get that one. I can get down with that. Oh God, fair ick. Fair ick.
And family-centered care, and falls far short of the values and standards we expect every member of our team to hold and demonstrate. At no time should our patients ever feel they are not being treated with care and respect. Every patient at Emory Healthcare deserves to be cared for by a compassionate, experienced team in a comfortable and safe environment.
Say that. It's the unlimited trips to the nurses station for me.
From me to you at the Emory Midtown Healthcare University thing. I also like how they had to make this statement after there was just like hundreds of people coming forward being like, it was the worst experience of my life. Or even someone just being like, my baby died due to negligence. And they're just like, ew, ick. I don't know about that.
There's a lot of response videos where women are like, I was going into labor, and the nurse was like, that's not possible. The woman would like put their hands in their vaginas and be like, I could feel the baby's head coming through.
Wow. Oh God, that hospital. Hey, shut that whole hospital down.
Imagine reaching down there and you're just like, there he is. Do you think you accidentally poked too hard, make a dent in the baby's head?
Oh.
That's what my mom did to me. And she broke my clavicle when I was a baby. We had to talk about nurses. My mom, I mean, she's not a nurse or anything, but when I was a baby, my clavicle broke. It's like you hold your baby under the armpits like that, and she'd dig her goddamn bony witch thumbs into my chest. And she's like,
what's wrong with my baby? Why are you crying so much?
I don't know if I've ever even talked about it. You know how many times in my life
Oh
I've
my
talked
God.
to mom and been like, I'm in a rough spot.
She's like, you're being crazy. No.
I broke my foot. She made me walk on my foot. It was broken for a week.
Just take some ice to school. It's just swollen.
And I went and saw the x-ray. Foot just completely bone completely
Nah.
snapped. Complained a week about stomach pains. And she's like,
You're just trying to get out of school.
my appendix ruptured inside my body.
How are you still alive?
Oh my
I don't know.
God.
I'm so tired. I don't know. I'm just exhausted by it all.
Picture this. You're home alone when suddenly
That has lost.
W Patreon.
This is coming from the same hospital that has
Oh
lost a
my
piece of
God. Emory Hospital loses piece of patient's skull, charges him. I remember this. I remember this. I remember this. They charged him for that. And they lost a piece of his skull.
and skull, and then charged him thousands of dollars for it. Imagine you lose a piece of your fucking skull that you've had it your whole, you grew it yourself, and someone
Grew it
loses
yourself
and then all
is
of a sudden
crazy.
they're just like, that's gonna be like $3,000. Which this man had to wait 2 weeks for a synthetic implant to be manufactured, and after the procedure, the man was charged $147,000, which included the price of the synthetic implant and extra time waiting in the hospital. Imagine you go in, you're like, I'm hitting my head, I don't know, and they're just like, we lost it. Well, maybe weeks go by because you're like, well, my brain is exposed, and they're like, hey, by the way, half of your house's payment is what you owe, so good luck pay.
You fucking lost my shit. Lost it. and then charge me for a new one because you lost my shit. American healthcare, bruh. Listen.
In that bag, asshole. That's not a piece of his fucking skull.
That's
half of
That's literally half. That's not a piece, bro. That shit is gaping.
his skull, Nick. He's losing half of his cap. It's like going to Lids and like they don't have the bill of the cap on the hat. It's like that. It's not just a piece of the hat. You're missing the whole bill. God damn. Poor son of a bitch.
He was suing them.
Yeah, good. I hope he wins.
Well, the funny thing is they said that typically what they do, because he went in and they had to cut his head open, is that they tag and label the skull and they put it in a refrigerator.
You have to keep a skull chilled?
I guess.
That's a legitimate question.
Nah, yeah, that's...
If you cut out someone's skull, they're just like, put this on ice. I don't fucking know.
Put this on ice.
So when they went to go like look for it, they're like, huh, where is it? There's all these other skulls that are mislabeled, but it doesn't fit. Someone stole a piece of his skull.
It's 100% some guy just being like, why? Look how many we have. If I just give him another one. Yeah, I'd be pissed too if half my skull was fake. And I'm like, because you lost the last one. I had a perfectly good skull. You lost it. Or we could talk about a nurse that was filming for flatlining patients. This is you ready to go to the hospital? You ready to get that big surgery done, buddy?
No.
The doctor's gonna be in a moment. I hate when fucking people say that. I had this one guy when I had my appendectomy, whatever, thing blew up like a goddamn hand grenade in my stomach. And he's like, ooh, yeah, you in pain, buddy? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, all right, well, the doctor's gonna be right in to see you, okay? Talk about my ick, that's a ick for me. The doctor will be right in, and then hours pass. Gonna be right in. He's right.
Bro, this is why I hate going to the emergency room. If you have to go to the emergency room, your whole day is shot to fucking hell. Whole day. You can maybe just need 2 stitches. Like, yo, I know what the problem is. I'm bleeding. Can you just... Whole day shot to hell. You can go to that motherfucker 8 a.m. You're not coming out until 8 p.m. No cap.
He's right outside. I see him. He's probably walking to your door right now. Okay, bye. I can't stand it. Next time I go to the hospital, I'm just gonna be like, put a bullet in my head, dude. Fucking put the bullet in my head. Anyways, we could talk about a nurse who was filming flatlining patients. In 2024, a Filipino content creator named Juliana Villafuerte. I need to get a Rosetta Stone.
Is it for English or for Spanish?
I think for just the entire world at this point. I can't even pronounce English names. I can't pronounce thing. A Filipino content creator can't say Juliana. She posted a video online in which she was enjoying her coffee on the job before being interrupted by a patient's cardiac monitor flatlining. Which, according to Juliana, she says, and I quote, the patient's family members came to the ER weeping, and that's when it hit me. How life is just so short. What does that mean?
She was like basically saying like, you know, this patient dying and flatlining made me realize that life is short.
Oh, so she was like, this guy died and you saw me try, but I just couldn't do anything. She also filmed herself crying and discussing how hard her job is before doing an unboxing video. What was she unboxing? Thermometers?
What? A pink Stanley.
There's people online where it's like you set up your camera and you cry on camera. It feels a bit unprofessional, does it not, for a nurse to set up her camera and she's like, oh.
You're working.
Yeah, you don't know how hard my job is. Dude, that's
like, I get vlogging, but like there's certain shit you should definitely keep out. Like, why the fuck would we want to know a patient flatline? Niggas die every day, B. Why would you share that with us? Why would people want to know that?
Job you chose. That's also just like, why don't you fucking get off the phone and get in there and help some people? How many other people are flatlining right now? You only can get a good reaction if somebody else is filming you from far away. That's the best way to do it. Like that one woman at the Trump rally, whatever, who's like,
of the United States of America, Donald.
One of my favorite emotional moments online ever. People were infuriated that she was using the death of a patient for her own personal life lesson. Oh shit, dude. What the Juliana, you're not Shakespeare, dude. In response to the backlash, she issued an apology statement only for someone to confirm that it was 100% created by AI.
Oh,
she couldn't muster the courage to write it herself. She had to use AI. Her university made an official statement about the incident, and she was given a slap on the wrist. God damn it, Juliana. Get back in there. Because of the incident, she has been given the title of Flatline Queen. Yeah, we were talking about life and death stuff, people stealing skulls and people doing dances and writing poetry while you're flatlining and dying. Now let's talk about a nurse who steals jewelry from dementia patients.
No.
Perfect crime. They'll never remember. Where'd it go? I always love when nurses talk to old people because it's like as if you have to talk to them like they're toddlers. I know there's going to be some nurses too being like, you don't realize the trenches you're in. Oh, I have to bathe for 17 old all day.
We're making a lot of enemies.
Every video, I feel like people are just like, this motherfucker hates. He hates nurses. I hate the nurses that steal jewelry from dementia patients, dude. I like to joke about them complaining about having to watch old people. Fuck you. I don't. You. Anyways, in 2024, 54-year-old nurse Stephanie Phillips Sawiak was charged with 3 counts of neglect, abuse, and exploitation of an elderly, as well as 3 counts of robbery and aggravated assault.
Wow.
54 years old, dude. Fucking friendly fire. She's just
right. I'm like, damn, you damn near there. You stealing from yourself almost. Golly. You only got maybe 10. Maybe got 10 of them things left before they take advantage of you too. You don't believe in karma? At least not enough. Like, you're not far off. That's your twin.
Before they get me. It's nothing personal, Gladys. A woman called the Wellstar North Fulton Medical Center reporting that her 95-year-old mother lost her $1,000 gold chain link bracelet after being taken to the hospital in an ambulance.
Oh,
They didn't
nah.
waste any time on that, did they? When's the last time you've seen a sharp 95-year-old dude? Also with our sleep schedule, we're gone, dude.
I'm gone at 60.
It's going to be a medical anomaly. If I make it to 60 and I don't die of a heart attack, I'm going to become legally blind somehow. But they're like his eyes work, but somehow he's blind.
He's childish, bro. Oh my God.
Medical anomaly. If I make it to 60 and I don't die of a heart attack, I'm going to become legally blind somehow. But they're like his eyes work, but somehow he's blind. Can't see. I can't see. In the investigation, it was revealed that Stephanie has a penchant for stealing jewelry off of defenseless patients in the hospital. Once again, easy crime. What can you do about it? Another victim, an 84-year-old dementia patient named Patricia Gaskins, was wearing several rings the day that she was admitted to the Fulton Medical Center after a painful fall. It's always
Nigga. Okay, bro. Come on.
such a fun way for old people to go down. Oh, they just fall down. I can't. And they just fall. Stephanie admitted to using hand sanitizer to help her slip the jewelry off her fingers.
Oh my God.
Are you my son? Later, when Gaskins was discharged,
Bro.
she discovered that she dislocated her finger. God damn!
Damn, you was really trying to get that motherfucker off, huh? Dislocated her fucking finger trying to get that shit. Yo. Nah, you're terrible, actually. You're fucking terrible, actually. For real. Like, that bitch terrible, for real.
Over some fucking JCPenney rings? Holy hell, dude. Doctors also found a crack in the bone from how aggressively Stephanie tried to squeeze the rings off. In total, 4 rings were stolen from Gaskins. And Gaskins' daughter was infuriated, stating, and I quote, "I can't explain the feeling that came over me from horror, nausea, and wanting to scream. You lose faith in humanity at that moment, that this happened in a place where someone is supposed to be cared for." Stephanie was ultimately booked in the Fulton County Jail on a $140,000 bail.
Damn.
And was told by the judge to no longer work as a nurse or come in contact with anyone over the age of 75. If you even look at somebody over the age of 75, we will come down on you, Stephanie. Do you understand? Sure.
Nigga got a fucking restraining order against, they got a old people got a restraining order against her, pretty much. Do you see how, like, you can't go interact with old people no more? Dumbass.
Contact with anyone over the age of 75. If you even look at somebody over the age of 75, we will come down on you, Stephanie. Do you understand? Sure. Or we could talk about a nurse who breaks babies' bones. Maybe for fun? I don't know. Let's find out. A nurse from Virginia named Erin
remember her
Elizabeth
too.
Ann Strotman was charged with 1 count of felony child neglect after horrific actions taken against
And then they look back into her past, and then like she was bro. I think that was the girl that was only breaking the bones of black babies. How are you being racist towards fucking babies? You bitch.
ICU patients at Henrico Doctors Hospital, which NICU means Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, which is a hospital ward that tends to premature newborn babies, whatever. So preemie babies, dude. They have to have their little CPAP machines to stay alive. You get it. During Christmas Eve of 2024, god damn, dude, recent. 7 weeks ago? Man, good Lord. 7 weeks ago, hospital employees found out that several NICU babies suffered fractures. This was not the first time it had happened, as employees were met with a similar situation from the summer of 2023. How did that just get swept under the rug? They're fragile. I don't know. In one instance, the Hackey family recalls admitting their premature infant in September of 2023, only to find that it had a broken leg 7 days later.
Wow.
Would you not raise hell? But then there probably someone's coming, it's normal. It's fine, he's a baby. He's fine.
He's a baby. Bro, why is he like this? Oh my God, bro.
It's fine, he's a baby. He's fine. See, it's happy. He's a preemie baby. With 7 cases of NICU injuries, an investigation began, which led to the arrest of 26-year-old Aaron Strotman. No mugshots flattering, but that one right there. I don't know why, but I think of the Pink Panther theme song. I don't know why. Yeah, I think of that. In court, Dominique Hackey broke down. He stated, "My son was one of her first victims. My son's first emotion was pain. And as a father," that's actually tragic to think about.
Nah,
How
facts.
do you not go over? You just don't beat the shit out of these people. I want to tell you, can we always say something? Just fucking that kind of thing. That's what I'd want to do, dude. Dominique and his wife had already experienced 2 miscarriages before their first child was assaulted.
Jesus. Oh yeah, I would have.
It's going to be How to Have a Happy Day is what it's going to be called. Strotman now faces up to 10 years in prison and 20 more for malicious wounding charges. She is only formally charged for one of these cases, but she is a suspect in 7 other cases. I'm going to go on a limb and say the crazy bitch that's breaking preemie babies' legs is probably the one that's doing the other ones. And if that's the case, can we not just take a sledgehammer and every day you just re-break her bones?
Oh God, break a fucking finger every day. Break a toe, break a fucking shin bone, something, bro.
Every day for the rest of her life. And you shave her fucking head, razor it down to be like a baby. Her bones are forever broken until she comes back like the fucking elephant man. Or we could talk about nurse bangs patient left to die of heart attack. Okay, first off, we need to be better about writing these titles. They sound like those magazine covers. It's like a newspaper. Nurse bangs patient left to die of heart attack. Can we not make it a bit more human? In Wrexham, Wales, 42-year-old nurse named Penelope Williams was contacted by a long-term dialysis patient saying he was feeling unwell. Penelope visited the man in his car and spoke to him for about 35 to 40 minutes before he suddenly died while they were talking. You think whenever this thing happens, I don't know. I'm sure somebody in the comments will know. If you're sitting there talking in the car, is there any point where you're just like, I feel horrible? Or is it just something where you're just like talking and you're just like, you get hit?
Well, I think in this case, since they were banging, he was probably got too excited.
In a panic, she began calling colleagues in tears and asking for help. She was told to call emergency dispatch, a request that she strangely ignored even after being begged to. After investigating, it was discovered that Penelope had been having an affair with her husband with this patient for over a year behind her employees' backs. Wow. They would sneak off to have sex with each other, the last time being in his car. In the fucking Volvo.
Nigga going out doing what, you know, she was fucking. Hey, that nigga he went out doing that shit. Doing what he been doing what he wanted to do. He knew why he called her. Like, hey, I ain't got long. Let's fucking, that pussy got power. Hey, man. Come on, bro.
Oh, let's rump in the Volvo. During the act, the patient died of a heart attack and was left by the nurse with his trousers down for the emergency units to discover. At least button the guy back up, dude. Because also, if you die like that, he's just gotta have a stiffy forever, right? After initially lying about her reasons for meeting up, she eventually came clean. Today, she can no longer work as a nurse. I always hate these comments where they're just like, oh, all the good
left him
nurses
there
get
dick
fired.
out is crazy.
You know what I mean? It's the same kind of shit when it's like a hot teacher and they fuck like a 14-year-old kid and they're just like, where was she when I was younger? Look how creepy that is. It's so creepy. Let's change gears just a little bit. We talk about a nurse who hires a hitman. In 2013, a 23-year-old Cleveland Clinic nurse offered $10,000 to an ER patient to act as his personal hitman. Andrew Martin was enraged over a lengthy dispute with an elderly female that happened to be a former patient at the hospital he worked at. Andrew planned to forcefully take ownership of her home, which belonged to her deceased brother. To do this, he began by sifting through her medical records at the hospital and passed them on to his associate that worked in residence property repair and rehabilitation. This man used the documents to assert that he was in a relationship with the patient, going as far as to make a fake deed to claim ownership of the house. After a long battle in probate court, Martin had lost. This only infuriated him more. He believed this 70-year-old lady was trying to mess up his life, attempting to take her out of the picture permanently. Martin began speaking to the patient about potential hitman job, asking if he'd ever hurt or killed someone before. And after discovering the patient had shot someone in the leg once, he decided to offer him $10,000 to kill the elderly former patient. Like, he's just like, You're perfect. I'm gonna give you $10,000. I want you to kill this old woman. It was an accident. I shot him in the leg.
It was
told the man
accident.
to, quote, put 4 in her head and make it look like a robbery. What a guy. Shocked
Wow.
at such an insane offer, the patient immediately spoke to the police and had Andrew Martin arrested. Yeah, like I was just like, yeah, this guy.
But listen, I feel like for that, he should be able to keep the 10K. No cap. If I come to the police, right? If I come to you, like, hey, this nigga just paid me 10 bands to kill this old lady. Arrest him. I feel like after that, I should get to keep the 10 bands. Right? I did my good deed. I didn't actually go kill her. And he already gave up the 10. He don't need it. You see what I'm saying? Because, like, now, it's not like I just took the 10 bands and then dipped. Because he would have probably offered another 10K to somebody else to try to get the job done. You feel me? I would have said, this nigga offer me 10K. Ooh, you right. But like, hey, this guy was trying to pay me $10,000 to get this lady killed. Where's the money? Don't have it. Never gave it to me. I don't know. Out of there. Skirt. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
I came in and I told him about a hunting accident I had once, and he offered me to kill somebody. What a fucking dumbass. He eventually pleaded guilty as the evidence was stacked against him. In court, he had to pretend that the wiretap phone call of him talking to the potential hitman was in fact not his voice. It's pretty funny. Him just be like, yeah, I want you to shoot her once in the head. No, shoot her twice. No, 3 times. In the end, he was sentenced to 12 years in prison. Actually, he gets out this year.
Oh, wow. Getting out this year is crazy.
Back, buddy. One thing is people in these fields stealing other people's medication. There's so many hard drugs that happen.
Oh yeah, they do that for sure.
Fentanyl for herself.
What?
Danny Marie Schofield, a nurse from Oregon, was accused of drug diversion at Asante Rogue Regional Hospital starting in 2022. During her time there, it was discovered that she had been stealing liquid fentanyl from the patients she was treating in the intensive care unit. In return, she would replace the IV bags with tap water. What Schofield didn't realize is that sending tap water directly into someone's veins can lead to central line infections. Cases like this started to rise rapidly, specifically throughout the ICU. An investigation spanning 7 months had begun. Schofield was no longer working at the hospital at the time, but voluntarily agreed to suspend her license as the case was being looked into. There was enough evidence after conducting numerous interviews to indict the former nurse of 44 counts of second-degree assault.
44? You did that 44 times? Yo, nah, these bitches is sick, bro. They're sick, bro.
Salt. How much goddamn fentanyl do you need? I guess at that point, she's probably selling it. I mean,
You gotta be selling
it. Fentanyl. You can't roll the dice too many times on that one before you slip up, you know what I mean? One of the victims happened to be a 65-year-old named Horace Wilson that suffered severe injuries after falling off a ladder. While admitted, the tap water Schofield put into his system led to an infection that ultimately killed him. Because of this, she's also being cited in a wrongful death lawsuit as well. Yeah, dude. Fucking murderer. It's not murder.
Yeah.
Lastly, we're going to talk about 3 nurses from North Carolina accused of starting a fight club at an elderly home. Well, that does sound
Damn, hold on. That's not right, but it sounds fucking hilarious. Yeah, it's not right, but it sounds low-key would want to be a fly on the wall. Bro, bro, listen.
funny, and I did chuckle. That is extremely messed up. In 2019, Marilyn McKee, Tanisha Tyson, and Tanisha Jordan faced assault charges for instigating a brawl between 2 senior citizens. It started with 2 of them filming McKee as she shoved an older woman into her room, turned off her lights, and forced her to go to bed.
Now you will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
Over time, their physical abuse would escalate. Later, according to the court documents, 3 of them convinced and encouraged a 73-year-old woman and another 7-year-old to fight each other, both of which had dementia and other cognitive disabilities.
Oh my God.
That's because that's insane. And dementia patients slapping the shit out of each other. Once again,
and then not, bro, imagine getting into a whole fucking squabble and then not remembering shit. Like you literally don't remember anything. Nothing. It's all a fucking blur. Right, they can't snitch because they don't remember. It's so messed up. I want to see it. Okay.
Not as funny, but that is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. The older victim pleaded for the other woman to let her go. To defend herself, she began choking the younger woman until her face went completely red. The entire fight was later uploaded to social media. And eventually...
Chat, what's that one thing about Fight Club? The one thing we say about Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club. So you were, bro, you're not supposed to talk about it, dumbass. You wanted this. This is what you wanted. Link, stop, bro. You don't talk about Fight Club.
Came to break things up. All 3 staff members were fired, and a police investigation led to each of them being charged for assaulting an individual with a disability. I feel like there should be more punishment for that. You're messing with someone who has basically no mind. Where's the humanity there? Once again, on paper, you read that at a glance, I'm laughing. I'm sorry. It's crazy. I have to preface this stuff now because we keep getting all this heat from all these different communities of people. Cyclists are on my back. Trading card people are on my back. World of Warcraft people on my back. You know, we talk about these videos and it doesn't mean I'm lumping in every nurse as a horrible person. I'm saying that there are always cases in every facet of life where there is going to be somebody who is a bad egg in a batch, right? It happens. A nurse doing something to maliciously affect you is such a horrifying concept when you're in a hospital or someplace where you are obviously very vulnerable and you're looking at these people to take care of you. It's fucking terrifying. Today, I mean, it started off, of course, with somebody twerking on a disabled dude's head and giving him pills, and all of a sudden we end up in a Fight Club. I'm just saying that the world is a dark and dangerous place. And for all the nurses who don't do this, male and female alike, I just gotta say thank you so much. Appreciate you for helping us out. All the nurses I had were great. I mean, everybody has a bad experience with a nurse, just because you want to get out of the place. I don't think it's really the nurse's fault.
Nah, it was the nurse's fault.
Thank you to all the nurses out there who don't start fight clubs with elderly people, or my grandma, or they don't twerk on my head when I'm high on fentanyl or something like that. I appreciate you so much. For all the unsung heroes in the hospitals, just know you are appreciated and we love you very, very much. Until next time, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see you next time.
Oh, yeah.
Bye-bye.
W video. Shout out Popper Meat. W video.